back to Christy's cooking channel. Today I'm going to do another experiment making a pizza burger. I'm going to use two 8-inch pizzas for the buns. Alright, now I got this idea from seeing a post from JB at Louisiana Cajun Recipes, and after I saw it I was like, I definitely got to try it. So we're going to see how it turns out. Okay, now before I get started, I want to say a few thank yous. First of all, I want to say thanks to Pam and Rick. I went ahead and ordered one of their shirts. They had a 3,000 subscriber giveaway and I won. I was so shocked because I never win anything. So thank y'all so much. Okay, I want to mention two channels that gave me a shout out recently. Go Outside and Cook and the Root Boy Cooks. Thank y'all so much. I'm going to put the links to all the channels in the description box. Alright, now for the actual cook, I'm going to bring you in closer so you can see everything. Alright, now for the hamburger mold, I'm going to use the same pans I'm going to use for my pizzas. That way they're similar in size. And I'm going to start off with 3 pounds of 80-20. I'm not sure if it'll hold the whole thing, but we're going to try and see. Just like with all my hamburgers, I always use some type of barbecue sauce. I'm going to use the spicy mustard. Even though it's pizza, it still won't matter. It'll go fine with it. It just gives it a lot of moisture and flavor. I'm going to go ahead and use almost all of it. I'll save a little bit in case I need more. Just going to add some salt and pepper. I'm going to keep the seasonings pretty simple. Alright, now before I start mixing up the meat, I'm going to go ahead and grease both pans with some of the same stir-fry oil. Alright, just mix everything till it's combined. As long as you don't overmix, it'll be fine. Okay, I went ahead and added the rest of the barbecue sauce, which I figured I would. I think the whole 3 pounds will fit. Looks like it will. Just want to get it in here to see. Yeah, it's going to all fit, so this will be a 3 pound as far as the patty goes. We'll have to see how much the total burger weighs. It's not going to be another 10 pounder. Now I'm going to do a stuffed burger. It's going to have about a pound of cheese total. I got a half a pound that I just grated. I'm going to put in the middle, and then I'm going to put some on top of the pizzas. Alright, now this is going to be my bottom piece, so I got a little more meat in here. I'm just trying to make a little well so I could put the cheese in there. And then my idea is to flip this on top and try to get it out. It may not come out perfectly, but it just gives me a mold as far as the size goes. And I'm using a Monterey Jack. I will put some mozzarella on top, but I just like Monterey Jack cheese as a stuffing when I do burgers. I'm just going to lay a few pepperonis in here. Okay, the great part about experiments is you can learn from my mistake, because I need to have the toppings on the small part. That way I can take the bottom, put it on the top, and then try to flip everything back over. So obviously some of this cheese don't matter. I just don't want everything to fall when I'm trying to flip it out. Again, this is going to be an experiment. Now I would definitely use a springform pan, but I don't have one this size. So that's why I'm trying this route. Springform worked perfectly for doing the big 10 pounder. Alright, I'm going to see if it'll come out. There it goes. Okay, it's not perfect, but it came out. Alright, I'm going to kind of pinch the sides together. Now getting it out of this pan is going to be fun. Definitely need to order me a smaller springform pan. if I do this again. Alright, I'm just going around the sides to loosen it up. Making sure you oil it well is definitely helpful. And I'm going to use the grill mat again. Alright, let's go ahead and just put it on there. Okay, now I'm going to go around and just kind of pinch the sides together. There's going to probably be some cheese leaking out, but that'll be fine. Majority of it will stay in. Again, this is an experiment. I'm going to learn from my mistakes, and if you decide to do one, hopefully you will too. I think it's going to do fine. We'll see. It's not nearly as heavy as the 5-pound patty, so hopefully it won't crack. But definitely, I will keep the springform on there for the majority of the cook, except for the last hour next time. Alright, now I'm going to cook this on my Traeger at 225. It'll probably take about 3 hours, but I'm going to use the meat thermometer. Okay, now on the dough, I made it in my bread machine, and I will put the ingredients in the description bar. I let it sit overnight in the refrigerator. I'm going to oil my gloves up well with the Sang, because like I said, I like the flavor it gives. It coats it nicely. I'm going to go ahead and cut it into 2 pieces. Also going to oil the cake pans here. Alright, I'm just going to press it into the pan here. Okay, now I'm going to keep stretching it out until it stays. I'm going to go ahead and poke a few holes in the bottom. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bake the crust, and then I'm going to finish it off on the grill. So I'm going to bake them in these pans, and then I'm going to pop them out and put the toppings on, and then finish it off on the grill. That's my plan. Again, this is an experiment, so we'll see how it goes. Okay, the oven's preheating at 425. Of course, I'm going to go ahead and coat these with some of the Sangs. Luckily, I have a 6-pack I ordered from Amazon because I'm almost completely out of this bottle. Yep. That's the last of that, so that's fine. Alright, so I went ahead and started them at 425 degrees for 10 minutes. And they were cooking real fast, so I lowered it down to 400 for another 10 minutes. And I'm just going to pop them out of the pan here. They got good and brown. Next time, I actually had extra dough. I cut some of it off because I was worried about it being too thick. But next time, I'll definitely use the full thing of dough and just split it down the middle. Because these are a little bit thinner than I had planned. Normally, they puff up a little more. Nothing special about this. I'm just going to do regular, just a fire-roasted pizza sauce, fire-roasted tomato. And I would probably just do the whole thing on the grill next time. But I would make sure I use thicker crust. I'm going to put the rest of the Monterey Jack cheese. You could use mozzarella if you want. I do have some mozzarella slices that I'm going to put on top of the burger. And this is a half a pound. It's the rest of that block I grated. Just put whatever toppings on there you like. You really can't go wrong. Okay, I went ahead and let the burger cook for 3 hours and 30 minutes. I let it get to 160 degrees and I've let it rest for about 10 minutes. I went ahead and let the pizzas cool off because I just didn't want everything sliding all over the place. So you can always serve it hot if you like. This is a Whopper. If you've watched any of my videos, you know that I love bacon, so definitely got to add some bacon. I was originally thinking about turning the pizza over to serve it, but since I let it cool off, I'm just going to go ahead and leave it like that as the top bun. Okay, let me see if I can try to lift it up to give you a good little side shot there. Let me see if I can get it on there. Okay, it says 5.6. As always, I wish y'all could smell this. It smells absolutely delicious. I'm going to go ahead and cut into it. Trying to cut lightly so I don't push everything out of the way. Oh, it smells so good. All right, this one will be a little bit easier to pick up than the 10-pounder. It looks so good. Oh my goodness. You can see the pepperoni in there. Oh, it's wonderful. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut a little slice here. Of course, it's not really gonna be that little. All right, let me see if I can get a bite of this. Oh my goodness, all that cheese. I love cheese. Oh man. It's so good. I don't know where to bite next. Well, this is definitely a messy burger, but it's well worth it. I mean, it's hard to eat it, of course. I took 2 bites, but you can't even tell I took a bite. I took a bite in the back and in the front. Obviously, where all the cheese is my favorite part. I will definitely make this again, and I'll make sure that my dough rises properly and is thicker. This dough was a lot thinner than I had hoped for. But other than that, I'm completely happy with this experiment, and hope you try it. If you do, let me know. And there you have it. Thanks a lot.